Kings. King Manasseh of Judah. Manasseh was 12 years old when he became king of Judah. He ruled in Jerusalem 55 years. His mother was Hephzibah. His father Hezekiah obeyed God and followed his commands. As we saw in the earlier videos, when Hezekiah had been ill and dying, God had healed him and extended his life by 15 years. Then Manasseh was 12 years old. Hezekiah reigned together with his young son to train him to become a good ruler. Manasseh was 20 years old when his father Hezekiah died. He was now free to rule as he wanted. Manasseh knew that when the Assyrians had besieged the city of Jerusalem, his father Hezekiah had prayed to God for help, and God had delivered them from their enemies. He also knew that his father had cleaned the temple and encouraged everyone to trust in God alone. But following the disgusting practices of the nations whom the Lord had driven out of the land, Manasseh sinned against the Lord. Instead of obeying God or listening to the warnings of the prophet Isaiah, Manasseh rebelled. He rebuilt the pagan places of worship that his father Hezekiah had destroyed. He built altars for the worship of Baal, made images of the goddess Asherah, and worshipped the stars. He built pagan altars in the temple, the place that the Lord had said was where he should be worshipped forever. In the two courtyards of the temple, he built altars for the worship of the stars. He even sacrificed his sons in the valley of Hinnom as burnt offerings. He practiced divination and magic and consulted fortune tellers and mediums. He sinned greatly against the Lord and stirred up his anger. Manasseh placed an image in the temple, the place about which God had said to David and his son Solomon that he has chosen this place in Jerusalem out of all the territory of the 12 tribes of Israel as the place where he has to be worshipped. But Manasseh led the people of Judah to commit even greater sins than those committed by the nations whom the Lord had driven out of the land as his people. Through his prophets, the Lord said, King Manasseh has done these disgusting things far worse than what the Canaanites did. And with his idols, he has led the people of Judah into sin. So, I, the Lord God of Israel, will bring such a disaster on Jerusalem and Judah that everyone who hears about it will be stunned. I will punish Jerusalem as I did to Samaria and as I did to King Ahab of Israel and his descendants. I will wipe Jerusalem clean of its people, as clean as a plate that has been wiped and turned upside down. I will abandon the people who survive and will conquer them and plunder their land. I will do this to my people because they have sinned against me and have stirred up my anger from the time their ancestors came out of Egypt to this day. Manasseh killed so many innocent people that the streets of Jerusalem were flowing with blood. He did this in addition to leading the people of Judah into idolatry, causing them to sin against the Lord. Although the Lord warned Manasseh and his people they refused to listen. So the Lord let the commanders of Assyrian army invade Judah. They captured Manasseh, stuck hooks in him, put him in chains, and took him to Babylon. In his suffering, he became humble, turned to the Lord his God, and begged him for help. God accepted Manasseh's prayer and answered it by letting him go back to Jerusalem and rule again. This convinced Manasseh that the Lord was good. After coming back to Jerusalem, he started removing from the temple the foreign gods and the image that he had placed there, and also removed the pagan altars that were on the hill where the temple stood and in other places in Jerusalem. He took all the things and idols from the temple and threw them away outside the city. He also repaired the altar where the Lord was worshipped, and he sacrificed fellow offerings and thanksgiving offerings on it. He commanded all the people of Judah to worship the Lord, the God of Israel. Although the people continued to offer sacrifices at other places of worship, they offered them only to the Lord. The end of Manasseh's reign. Everything else that Manasseh did, the prayer he made to his God, and the messages of the prophets who spoke to him in the name of the Lord, the God of Israel, are all recorded in the history of the kings of Israel. The king's prayer and the God's answer to it, and an account of the sins he committed before he repented, the evil he did, the pagan places of worship, and the symbols of the goddess Asherah that he made, and the idols that he worshipped, are all recorded in the history of the prophets. Manasseh died and was buried at the palace garden, the garden of Uzzah, and his son Amon succeeded him as king. King Amon of Judah. Amon was 22 years old when he became king of Judah. He ruled in Jerusalem for 2 years. His mother was Meshullemeth, the daughter of Haruz from the town of Jotbah. Like his father Manasseh, he too sinned against the Lord. He imitated his father's actions and he worshipped the idols that his father had worshipped. He rejected the Lord, the God of his ancestors, and disobeyed the Lord's commands. But unlike his father, he did not become humble and turn to the Lord. He was even more sinful than his father had been. Amon's officials plotted against him and assassinated him in the palace. Then the people of Judah killed Amon's assassins and made his son Josiah as king of Judah.